live. Just gonna give it a moment to start up. Let me get the messages sent out. You know the rules.
Mm-hmm. I started the recording too, just so you know.
Yep. And stream is now live.
If you tweet it, I'll retweet it because I can do that.
I have just tweeted it.
Yep. Okay, I'll do that from my phone then.
Okay, so does everyone have what they need? Apart from Hobbit, because Hobbit's doing Hobbit things.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Okay then, everybody. Welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation. We last left off, you guys had made camp 2 days out of Port Nyanzaru on the western bank of the River Star. While in your camp, you were stumbled upon by a Saurian and a human who happened to be the one and only Artsie, carrying the Ring of Winter, who has agreed to join you at least for a time on your journey to the lost city of Omu on your quest to murderize the Soulmonger. Last left off, everyone was taking their rest in the camp, and you rise the following morning. It's, the temperature's already starting to rise. There's a little bit of drizzle in the air, but at least there's a slight bit of wind to stop the heat being all that oppressive. Yeah, you wake up in the morning, Artsie is still there, Dragonbait is still there, as are your other companions.
Can you remind me the name of the priest, because it's not in my notes?
Undro Silverfist, I believe.
How do you spell that?
Let me do a double check. I believe I actually gave it to you. It's Undro Silvertusk. There we go.
Somebody get me the sword.
Stop it! We are not attacking Artsie. Oh, not at all how I would have written it. Okay.
And Umbra's DC from roll 20.
Sure.
That's a little upsetting.
Umbra with his such good quality internet.
Very impressive.
Yeah, so you guys rise the following morning.
Wonderful. I guess being the one with the cantrip prestidigitation, I start making up a campfire.
So you're restarting the campfire then?
Yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast,
Fair.
I'll probably have been first up, but not have left my tent.
And I'm guessing our half-elf friend here wants some sort of tea.
If you mean Artsie... I know, what do you mean Meiril?
Meiril is
Meiril.
the only half-elf. Do you want tea, Meiril?
Is this like a call out into...
What?
Because I'm not outside, I'm staying in my tent, but if you call out, I will probably
Staying
agree.
in your tent with Lagotah.
Meiril, you want some tea?
That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you kindly.
Awesome, I'll make a fire.
I'm gonna be putting on my armor, and when that's done, I'll pack up my things and head out for breakfast.
Seems fair.
I'll have
Just
tea.
ring her in a moment.
So you're getting some tea at your camp?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get up with the aid of your friendly neighborhood sorcerer. You guys have some tea and just take the time to wake up and think about your life choices and what's brought Artsie to where you are.
Also, putting on the insect repellent.
Indeed.
Fair enough.
Because fuck bugs.
Somebody remind me and I'll mark it off my tab later for the insect repellent.
I'll note it down somewhere.
That sounds like a fair idea. I'll just hop on the bandwagon and get some of that too.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys just take the time to prepare for the day ahead with, preparing to travel down the River Ocean Star towards Camp Vengeance and Camp Righteous. Probably a good idea to get all that preparation done early.
Yes.
So, Undril, what are you, looking for at Camp Vengeance?
As I told you back in Port Nyanzaru, I'll find a voice for you in a second. I have to deliver a packet of messages to my superior officer, whoever is still surviving at Camp Vengeance.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, here, thanks for lending it to me. Oh, and I give back the deck of cards.
Thank you kindly. Actually, you might
Yeah.
have looked after mine, unlike your companions.
I'll put it on my tab.
Oh, it is on a tab. As I just sip another bit of tea.
I'll just chuckle at that. So, I guess that after breakfast I start disassembling the tent and packing my things a little bit nice and slowly.
Yep. Yeah. You guys break camp and prepare for your day of travel ahead.
Yay!
I'm assuming you guys are planning to continue travelling up the River Ocean Star towards Camp Vengeance.
Exactly.
That is our intent, yes.
Okay. So, yeah. You guys get on your way, and there's a little bit of rain. The temperature's starting to climb. It's a bit more, but we're getting towards the 30-degree mark now. And you guys start your journey up the river. And for the first 2 hours, passes completely uneventful. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as you guys continue to row up the river, can I get a perception check from Meiril and from Mercy, please?
Yeesh.
Okay. Meiril, the rain's getting a bit in your eyes. You're struggling a bit to see. Mercy, with your ranger habits, you spot on the far bank of the river there's a small herd of Hadrosaurus. There's about 12 of them, with about 6 of their young just grazing fairly close to the edge of the river on the undead side of the territory. Or at least what you know is the undead side.
Hey, look, dinosaurs. Have you
Ah,
seen us before?
haven't seen-
Hadrosaurus no. You've seen Triceratopses.
Haven't we seen them at the dinosaur races?
Yes, you have.
Or, raced them?
Yep, I had completely forgotten that you guys did the dinosaur racing. Let me try and find you a handout. I'm hoping there's a creature handout for Hadrosauruses because they look cool. Do you point? I see you were pointing out to the rest of the group. Yeah. For reference, they do just appear to be grazing and having some food, and they just happen to be in sight of where you guys are traveling. It would probably been a bit more awkward if you guys found them on foot, but as you guys are, on a boat,
Gorgeous
you don't really
beasts.
care about it.
I'm just gonna go back to my meditation.
You do you. And you guys continue down the river for the rest of the day. Yeah, there's no handout for Hadrosaurus, a sad face. And end of the day comes, and if I could actually move the party token, that would be great. Roll 20. Because I'm streaming, it's laggy. There you go. Yeah, you guys eventually. It reaches evening. You guys do have to pull up the canoe and make your camp.
All right.
On the west side
Yeah.
of
Yep,
the
yep.
river.
I'll hunt for food. As
Yep.
usual.
You do that. I'll set up the tent and make sure we have a fire for cooking that food.
Yeah, I'll help set up camp.
Yep, fair enough. You guys set up your tents. Artus assists you in setting up his own. And can I get a watch order, please?
I'd
I can
like
take
to.
that.
I'd like to take either first or last, and I think Angren would like to take either first or last because of our armors.
All right.
I'll
Well, I'll
take
take second
third.
then.
Okay,
You
so
will
that's Lagotah, Moril, Mercy, Angren. Although Hobbit's not here at the moment,
Hobbit's
so
not here,
Angren's
yeah.
probably not.
So
Umbra,
Meiril?
is Meiril taking one?
I can if need be.
Okay. Okay then. So, eventually you guys will bed down for the night unless there's any conversation that wants to happen between you guys.
More complaining about the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not-
During the day it climbed to about 32 degrees Celsius, although it's cooled a little bit at this point.
I'm not really particularly saying anything that much. I'm just, restlessly trying to entertain myself. Playing around a little bit with my thaumaturgy and prestidigitation, levitating things, setting
Can I
things
get a
on fire.
perception check, please?
Sure.
Meryl has been near enough silent the entire day since waking up. Apart from, replying to people that he needs to.
You alright, Meryl?
Quite alright, thank you.
You're very quiet.
The thoughts on my mind is all nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Okay. Yeah, throughout your watch, Moril, nothing happens, and eventually you go to wake up Mercy for her watch.
All right. Wakey, it's your turn.
I'll nod. Get up.
Awesome.
Can't take much.
I'll just take myself down into my tent and see you in a bit.
Night.
So yeah, Mercy, you head on out and take up your watch. Can I get a perception check from you, please?
You kind of skipped mine, but
Oh, I thought you were third.
no, I'm first because
I thought
I was
Moril
third,
was-
but it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll
Because
come back to you,
armor.
Lagotah.
I cannot see anything anyway.
Yeah, I will come back to you in a moment, Lagotah. Yeah. Everything passes entirely uneventful. And eventually you go back to your tent. Lagotah, sorry, I completely failed the fact that I skipped you. Can you go out, take your watch?
I have a
Can I get a
plus
perception
3.
check,
Yep,
please?
I have a plus 3, so that's 14.
Okay. Nothing really interesting seems to happen. A few birds flying overhead. That's about it. And you head on in, and eventually comes around to the last watch of the night. Meryl, you get woken up by Mercy for your watch. You head on out, and shortly after, Artsie actually decides to join you.
Good evening.
Good morning by this point. Couldn't really sleep much longer. I've got a bad feeling. Meryl, can I get a perception check, please? You're alright, young Harper.
A lot to take in, a lot on my mind.
About everything that's happened yesterday.
The other night, yes.
I can't imagine it's easy for you. And Umbra, I'm sure you've noticed.
I need to zoom out a bit, I think.
I have pulled you over to a map.
Yep, but I only see the tent, so whatever I am meant to see, I can't see it.
There's just your ranges there. Okay.
Unless the
I have-
campfire is giving out more light. I don't know.
You do have vision beyond the campfire, right?
I have like here, that's about it. I don't know if the campfire should be lighting up further. I don't know.
Okay.
And with that, with silence, one tap on name blank Artis's
Artis.
shoulder, 1 point to where they are, and I concentrate and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Artis sees where you're pointing, eyes go sharp. See him pull his longbow out, take a couple of steps backwards, and raps 3 times very sharply on the entrance of the tent behind him. And you hear the sounds of movement coming from inside it. That's the one where Dragonbait and Undrel have been sleeping.
That is a 25 stealth, by the way, as I dart to yes, I will try as stealthily as I can to, if I can, to like do what he did on this tent as well. And
Okay. Moril, can you please make me a perception check?
I'd also like to throw one dart, knowing that they're all going to be laid down through the tent here.
To the tent to the south.
Yes. So
Okay.
that they'll notice that.
Can I get a perception check from everybody, please? Just wanted to tell you what you saw. Okay. Moril, you are awake. Mercy, you are awake. You don't quite know what's woken you yet, but something's definitely woken you up.
I've given Pass Without a Trace to the entire camp, by the way.
Okay, noted.
I'm gonna need it.
I'll get the head out of my tent.
Am I awake? Probably not.
Lagotah, you are not.
Okay.
Mercy, let me move the dynamic lighting. Moril, you are awake. What are you doing?
I
Oops, I need to move you all over.
I slightly try and separate the tent door a little bit so I can peek out of it.
I have moved you all over.
I'm just going to zoom out a little bit.
Since I'm probably just around the corner here, if he like looks to his right and then looks to his left and sees me just behind, I have my finger to my lips. There's a shh, and then point in where I saw them.
Yep. Oh, they're coming, all right.
Where did you point?
In this direction.
Alright, okay.
Well, at least they have crappy initiative. Well, okay, not that one.
Right, you want initiative rolls from us?
Yes, please. Can I get everyone who's awake to please roll me initiative?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is everyone who is awake. Neither River Mist nor Flask of Wine woke up. I will add Dragonbait to the initiative order in just one moment.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
this is going to be so
And
exciting.
Undrel also stayed asleep. Because... Undrel. Okay. Umbra, since you're the one that's awake and saw it first, would you like to describe to the group what Meiril has seen coming out of the jungle?
Meiril has seen a small horde of ghouls coming out of the jungle with a ghast leading this small horde. And the ghast has a little blue triangle carved into its forehead.
Do I recognize this? Well, I mean, do I realize what it is I'm...
Looking into the jungle, yeah, this is very obvious what's coming to you. And Meiril, you are up first.
Seeing Mercy poke her head out, I am going to nimbly dart my way across, hopefully still keeping stealth. I'll re-roll it if you want me to.
Nope, I will take the stealth that you have.
To here. Hopefully being able to grab Mercy's attention briefly and point her in the direction of the threats as well.
Okay.
And I can't actually see them at this angle from here. So, preparing an action to throw a dart when I can see one of them again.
Okay. Rolls round to the ghast turn. The ghast is just going to come lumbering up into your camp. Moril.
Since I can now see it, it is a disadvantage because it's outside the... It's like the longer range.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Misses.
Misses, yeah.
You throw your dart, and with the rain sort of messing with your aim a bit, and you're still just not quite with it because you've only recently taken up your watch, your dart just flies past the ghast. That one's the ghast.
Okay, let's see if I can... I mean, yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play on that. I do not like undead, you know that.
Yep.
I very much do not like undead. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make one movement. Right there, and I
Hi.
see... Sup. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are very, very far away. That one, on the other hand...
The ghast, yes. This one in front of you is the one that has the blue triangle carved into its forehead.
Okay. Do I see in which direction he's looking?
Oh, he is looking straight at you.
Oh, bloody beautiful. Well, I say that, Moril doesn't say it. I throw a scorching ray at him.
Okay.
Because I want undead gone. So...
Lagotah, can you please make me another perception check, please?
With
Yep, that
yeah,
hits for damage.
that's a 7. So
Still away, okay. Roll damage, please, Moril, because, yeah, that hits. Okay.
That was 1, but it fires 3, doesn't it?
you make an attack roll for each ray.
Okay. But
Right.
how many rays is it then?
I think it's 3. Let me actually double check that.
I think it is.
Yeah, you create 3 rays and hurl them at targets within range.
Okay, so first one fires out 7 points of damage. Second ray.
Give me
Bless you,
one
bless
God
moment.
bless you.
Thank you.
Second one misses. Third one does hit. Roll damage. And Lagotah will give you one more perception check, as that's pretty loud. And you, and as you fire, first ray
Okay,
hits,
I'm gonna
and
change
you
that.
see the burn. Yeah, first ray hits, you see the burn just sort of spread across its right shoulder. Second one goes wide, seems to be dampened a bit by the rain. Third one hits its scrotum, and you just hear a horrible. And
Right.
Lagotah, you are awake. You've just heard the spell casting. Mercy.
Right, I'll grab my bow. I'll get out of my tent.
Are you waking? Are you making sure that Lagotah's up before you do so?
Yeah, can I free action kick her?
Yes.
Hey!
I'll do that.
Do I get an initiative?
Yes. Please now roll initiative.
Oh, can you add me to
No,
the
you're just
turn
awake.
order?
Like, you don't get a turn. You're just awake now. You just get to witness everything.
My apologies. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Okay, I'll just get out of the tent and shoot an arrow at the ghast.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. 10 points of damage. This thing is.
Is
it
it?
have blood? You call it bloodied.
It has been hit, hasn't
Yes.
it? So I'm gonna add that.
This thing is really looking the worse for wear. Rolls around to Artsie, who is just going to sit back by the tent, is down on one knee, pulls out his longbow, and he just fires 3 shots at this ghast.
Okay.
1 hits, 2 hits, 3 hits. He's almost certainly going to kill it. I don't have permission to do that on that screen, so I need to click on this one. There we go. Okay, and it dies. And the ghast falls over dead. However, the rest of the undead are coming. Rolls around to Dragonbait, who's going to come on out of the tent and stand up by you, Moril.
Sweet. By the way, I make a quick turn to Artsie and I say, "Nice shooting!"
Rolls around to the ghouls. The Lagotah will sort you into the order as soon as this is done.
Yep.
Seeing their leader fall, the ghouls are going to break into a run towards you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a few.
I'm glad I woke everyone up now.
No.
Gosh, my AC's gonna be shit.
Keeping near the fire, so like as my flank, I'm gonna move up to here. Short sword comes out.
Okay.
If I can find my character sheet, so I have to reload. Swing with a short sword.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
For 6
Okay.
piercing. How's it look after that? Just 1 hit.
Looks like that hit hurt.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
spend
call it
it.
bloodied.
I'm gonna spend a key point and get 2 more unarmed attacks.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So I swing with a short sword, an elbow comes round, and then a knee.
Yep, they both hit. Ow.
Holy shit. Both
Okay.
those unarmed attacks is more than the short sword. What the heck?
Okay. Now
Monks,
it's looking
man.
really the worst for wear.
Monks.
I don't know if I want to stay or not. I've still got a lot of movement left, but I get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I'm going to back off.
Okay. As you back off, it's going to claw at you. A 20 hits you, I assume.
Yeah,
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
this is what I was afraid of.
7 points of slashing damage. You do pass the save, but yeah, it's 7 points of slashing damage. You feel as it hits you, and as the claw rates across your back, your muscles seize up for a moment, but you fight through and carry on moving away.
That was not pleasant.
Moril.
I'm just gonna have to check my character sheet for one thing. Oh, the casting time of that is 1 reaction. Alright, cool. That is nice.
Reaction casting time is like if something hits me or
That's your
start.
reaction, yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Then I know that. Okay. I yell at them, and I use Burning Hands in this direction.
15-foot cone.
Yes.
So hits. With the way cones work, that's going to hit 4 of them. It actually misses the one right next to you there.
Does?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. That's fair enough.
It's the way cones work.
Also, at the same time, I really don't want to hit Dragon Bait, so I'm gonna go.
It will also miss Dragon Bait.
It will miss Dragon Bait?
Yes. So it's the way the cones work. It basically hits there to there, and then hits the wider span up here.
Right, so it's gonna hit.
But it's going to go right next to you, basically. Yeah.
Alright, okay. I don't.
It still hits 4 of them.
It's something like that, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. But it's actually going to hit the last one here as well, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. It's actually a DC 14.
Yeah, click the spell,
Clicking the spell.
and obviously you need to hit cast at first level.
Yes.
Unless you're casting at a higher level.
No, I didn't feel like doing that yet.
Nothing came into chat from that. You're going to have to do it from your attacks page.
From my attacks page? Alright.
Or not.
But that's what I did.
Okay, what the hell, Roll20? Have you... I swear Roll20's probably broken your spells as well. There we go.
Well,
I had to ping it directly from your spell page.
alright, cool.
So that is 4 dexterity saves of 14 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one of them fails to save. And takes 14 points of damage. The other 3 all pass. And take half damage.
Yes.
So you bring up your hands, you bring up the just plume of fire, but it seems like these ghouls...
It's dex saves, not count saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled dex saves.
Okay, I misheard you.
7, 16, 14, 15.
Yep, I misheard you. Sorry.
Yep. It seems like with how wet it's been here on Schultz, it seems like their skin's just not quite taking as much of the fire as should be used to.
Remember to add +1 damage because of my dragon blood.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. This one here is the one that failed its save.
Alright. How much damage did he take?
That would be 15.
Ooh. That's not bad.
Okay. Rolls round to Lagotah.
I'm gonna...
But I should have sorted you in the order before that. You should have gone before Moril. Oh well.
I'm gonna grab my shield. No time for armor. I mean, I can spend the next 10 minutes putting on my armor, but that would be stupid.
Note, this one is the one that Meiril hit and is heavily, heavily wounded. It might be on 1 HP.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nope. You did 21 damage to it.
I'm gonna move here. And, well, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Because that's one less opponent. That's a 7 plus 6, 13?
Is enough to hit. And you kill it.
Yep.
Anything else you can do on your turn?
No.
Okay. Mercy.
Right, I'm gonna move back to there. And can I try and hit this one?
Who's being a coward out of mercy or Meiril?
Yes, you should be able to.
Thank you.
I mean, if you can beat its AC.
Yeah.
It's over 9,000. Oh, Jesus.
I wonder if that beats its AC.
Alright.
Okay.
And it's been hit too.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, it's looking really worse for wear. It might also now be on 1 HP.
Damn it!
Dragonbait comes out, not wearing... Well, Dragonbait's out, he's got a shield and his Holy Avenger. He's also not in his armor, and he's just going to make 2 attacks one-handed with the Holy Avenger. First one hits for... That's a lot of damage. That ghoul is dead.
That's undead. Who would have thunk?
You see him just casually just lop its head off. Steps forward to here and is going to go ahead and stab at the one right next to you, Moril. Just brings the sword up, stabs it straight into the ghoul's chest for 19 more points of damage. Holy Avenger first time dead, yo. Rolls around to Artsie, who's going to plink the one that Dragonbait just stabbed with his longbow. Thank God he doesn't have advantage. Kills it. Going to shoot the one next to Dragonbait. Leaves on 1 HP, so he's going to follow up with another arrow and see if he can kill that one. Kills it. Rolls around to the ghoul's turn. Not there's many of them left. Ghoul steps up to you, Lagotah.
Yeah.
That ghoul's going to stay where it is. We're going to move this ghoul out of the way.
I'm so fucked.
Those two step up to you, Lagotah, and this one's going to come round and try and also go after Dragonbait.
Sorry, Lagotah.
Lagotah, the ghouls around you, 2 of them are going to claw at you, 1 of them is going to bite at you. So,
I'm so dead.
first claw hits, second one just bounces off your shield. 8 points slashing damage. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm good at those. Right. Let me check. My con save is mine. It's +5, so that's 15.
Yep, you pass. You feel your muscles lock up as this ghoul's claw lashes across you, but you just break through and are perfectly fine. And then you feel some teeth bite onto your arm and not find any purchase, and the bite attack misses as well. The ghouls that are up trying to attack Dragonbait.
With my current AC of 12.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, I'll take it.
The ones that are up by Dragonbait are just going to claw at him. First one hits, second one misses. Dragonbait now needs to make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Are you telling me he failed?
Yes.
Wow.
And because of that, Dragonbait is paralyzed.
Entirely paralyzed?
Yep.
Holy cow, that's not good.
Yep.
And that looked like the second ghoul took advantage of the fact he was paralyzed to jam his claw into an exposed spot. Meiril.
Which one of these actually managed to hit Lagotah?
Will be this one.
Okay.
If you can see that ping.
Yep. Running past the tent. Going for another slice.
Yep. Hits.
For 9 damage.
Yep.
Still up.
Oh yeah.
Final key point. Bam bam.
Okay. Hits. Hits.
And again!
Kills.
You okay, Lagotah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Lagotah.
I am going to make trip attack against that ghoul, trying to make it prone as a
One is on 1 HP.
Which one?
The one between you and the campfire is on 1 HP.
Yeah.
Give it a knee in the balls.
But
Make it go screaming awkwardly as it
I
dies.
only have 1 attack.
Yep. So you're trying to trip the one that's still on full health.
Yeah. Trip attack. Bringing it. Gonna make my attack roll.
Okay.
Right. The attack roll is a 17.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah. And I do 2d8s plus 6. So that's 9. 15 points of damage, and it has to make a
Strength save.
strength save. Yeah, DC 14.
DC. Okay, DC 14.
Yep.
Okay. With that, it just manages to make it. You very, very nearly tip it over, and then it just kind of remembers it's undead and manages to right itself again. I rolled a 15. I'm sorry. Moril.
I tried to do something fancy. At least I did damage.
True. You did a lot of damage. It's looking very, very hurt right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and do something fancy, actually. I'm going to expend one more... let's see, Misty Step is instantaneous, does not require an action, does it?
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Bonus action, awesome.
And remember that you would only be able to cantrip if you use Misty Step.
I can only do cantrip if I do Misty Step, alright.
Yes, you can only cast one spell and one cantrip per round, even if the casting times will otherwise allow you to.
Right, okay, then maybe I'll do something else. Like, I'll drag the collar off the paralyzed
Ignore that, sorry.
paralyzed dragon bait and pull him backwards, taking his place and popping my level 1 spell shield.
I'm giving River Mist and Flask of Wine chances to wake up now because it's been long enough. Flask is finally awake. Yep. You can move at half speed while dragging someone.
Alright, I'm just gonna basically shove him backwards so I can take his spawn.
Okay, you shove Dragon Bait behind you.
And I move myself.
Because it's involuntary movement, they don't get opportunity attacks on him.
And then I pop my shield. So...
shield, I believe, is a reaction.
Yes, it is.
It can only be used on reaction.
Yep.
Reaction spells are part of your reaction. They don't count in the normal limits of what you can do in terms of number of spells per turn.
Right.
Because technically a reaction is on someone else's turn.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use Magic Missile.
Okay. Which one? Because I think you only get the one beam at the moment.
No, I get
Nope,
3.
3.
Okay.
I get 3 shots with Magic Missile. I'm gonna get the first and second one on that one,
Okay.
and the third one on this one.
Okay. I don't know how Magic Missile works, so I don't like it as a spell.
It's okay. I'll cast it at level 1.
Or strike and just deal 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, first one. Yep.
I think that's
Second
fine all 3 beams on one target.
They also hit. Second beam.
No, that's the damage of all 3 be
okay.
one of them did 3, another did 2, another did 3. If
Okay.
you hover
Yes.
over it, you can see the...
I don't know how the spell works because, you know...
This one takes 5 damage. This one takes 3 damage.
Okay. We're still standing. Mercy.
Well, yeah, okay.
Right, I'll shoot at this one.
Okay. If it's the front one, it's dead.
Yeah.
It was on 1 HP. Yeah, you bring it down. Dragon Bait, end of his turn, is going to try and repeat the con save and breaks the paralyzation.
Awesome.
And that won his con save last time, in case you're wondering. That's
Oh.
all he can do on his turn. Artsie is going to stow his bow, come on over here, and you just see him pull out a dagger and go to town on this thing. Misses, hits. Fuck's sake, Artis. And kills it.
Just get your shit together.
I mean, that might be a +3 dagger. Ghoul's turn. Hi, Moril.
Hi.
One's gonna bite at you, one's gonna claw at you. Claw attack.
I want to use the reaction spell for that.
Okay. Shield, I think, adds 5 to your AC.
Yep.
Yes, an additional 5.
Okay, yeah. With your shield, you take the chance to pop your shield, and it manages to catch the ghoul's claws. Otherwise, would have hurt you, and the bite attack would have just bounced off you harmlessly anyway. They both miss. Meiril.
How is this thing being like barely held together?
No, still looks like it's pretty stable.
What about that one?
Also still looks like it's pretty stable.
I intend to change this.
I can't call either of them bloodied yet.
Yeah. I don't like being anywhere near these things, so my apologies, but I'm just gonna excuse the pun, but dart out of the way and throw a dart.
At what one?
I sort of did.
Which one are you throwing it at?
The one that I have line of sight to, straight
Okay,
off.
so the closest one. Okay,
Yeah.
yep, that hits, and you throw a dagger and hit it in the back between the shoulder blades, and you hear a...
My damage has been rolling so good today.
Who
Lagotah.
are you and what have you done with Umbra?
I know, right?
I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
That's a 15.
Hits.
For 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I wonder if it's dead. You just sort of slice it down from the back of its shoulder, halfway down its back, and it just basically splits in half and falls to the ground.
I still have a bit of movement, so I'm gonna
Yep.
move closer to this one,
Moril.
trying to distract it.
Let's see. Oh, what the hell? You know what? I'm gonna fire Scorching Rays at it.
Okay.
That
3 more
is...
rays.
3
Ranged.
of them, yes.
It's a ranged attack against someone who is right in your face. It's at disadvantage.
Fair enough, I can take that. I just want to get it out of there.
Good luck, buddy.
Right, so let's see. First one.
Yep. With disadvantage, misses.
Yep.
Second.
Second one. That
Misses.
even
Damn it.
that misses as well.
Third
And
time's charm.
third one.
That one hits.
It does. Right, let's see. And damage is 7, 8.
Okay. Looks bloodied.
Perfectly exact average damage.
Yeah, I'll move there so I can see it and try and finish it.
Yeah, damage.
Holy
Mercy.
cow.
How do you kill it?
Actually, with a, I'll just, right between the eyes, as it got eyes.
Yeah.
Please tell me that point
Just
comes
an arrow right
out.
between the eyes.
Make sure that
It
make
was
sure the
facing
bolt
Moril,
comes.
so yeah, you just put your arrow, and
So that
Moril, as you're facing it, you just see the arrow burst out from between its eyes, and this thing just collapses
love
to the
you.
ground.
I love you.
I know it.
And with that, the night goes quiet again.
We should probably get rid of
More
these corpses.
Moril goes ahead and shouts, "And that's what you get for messing with us! Get the fuck out of here!"
I really wish that I had more key points left.
Down. You don't want to attract more of these. It's okay. They're gone now.
Well, the more we can kill of them, the better. I guess.
I wouldn't mind finishing my sleep, personally.
I'm starting to drag the
Oh shit,
ghouls-
those are public rolls.
Yeah.
Yep.
The ghouls' corpses to the out of the camp.
Well, fuck, those are meant to be perception checks. Oh well.
I
Okay,
made a score this over.
You're dragging the ghouls' corpses out of the camp, did you say?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
help.
be... Yeah, I'm gonna be helping.
Okay. I'll just start dragging the ghouls' corpses away.
I'm gonna say it's a good thing to actually set them on fire because who knows, they may just come back up.
If you can do that, then
Yes,
by
I-
all means.
Yes, I can.
Not right inside camp, please. It's gonna smell.
Well, that's why we're dragging them out of camp. So I follow along with them.
Wait, can
as they
we
drag them out and I set them on fire.
examine this one with the weird symbol?
Yes. Make me an investigation check on it first, please.
What is my investigation? Just +1, 16. I like this die better than the first one.
Okay. Can you roll me a history check, please?
I can try. 12. No, 13.
Okay. I will PM you.
Ooh.
I'll PM you on roll 20 because I just realized this would be a bad idea. Okay. So yeah, I will send you a message as you guys are dragging the corpse out. If you guys want to just have a conversation while I'm typing this up.
Really, the one I do is just I say, well, alright, so we drag them. Well, let me go there and set them on fire so they'd come back, these assholes.
I thought the undead were supposed to be on the other side of the river.
Yeah, well, there's that too, but you know.
While it is acknowledged that that side is their territory, throughout the jungles of Chult, these are not even the worst that's out here. Wait until you see an undead Tyrannosaurus chasing you.
That just makes me ever so much better that I'm here and not.
As I'm finished just putting the stake in around that the hunting trap is attached to, I stand up, don't even turn around, go, I shall on that. And then I turn around.
You still haven't showed you first.
Yeah, by all means.
May you have received your PM on roll 20.
I see it.
Right, so where the hell are those corpses? So let's get rid.
I'll point him in the
I've
direction.
already thrown them on the GM layer.
Okay. But, yeah, okay, we'll just say I put them on fire.
Yeah.
I go
So,
back to...
that symbol that the ghoul had, not the ghoul, the big one,
Ghast.
the ghast. Undead are not exactly my specialty. I vaguely remember hearing a story when we were in Nyanzaru about a blue triangle being the symbol of ancient Yuan-Tai warlord. Which, you know...
Oh, great. So we gotta deal with warlords too now?
Snake warlord,
Fat.
like I add.
Snake warlord,
Yeah, snake
frog
warlords.
warlord.
So snake warlords that control undead. Yay! This is gonna be great.
Snake Warlord, you say? I wonder. It might just be...
Do share.
Yes?
I thought he was dead 100 years ago. And it's still possible this is just a remnant of his horde. About 100 years ago, the Yuan-Ti warlord, Artsie, I'm going to have to... Give me a moment, I need to find the exact pronunciation. Where's my dramatic persona?
Rosie.
An ancient Yuan-Ti warlord, Raznasi, laid siege to one of the cities on this peninsula when it still stood. His horde was defeated, not without great cost, and he was slain in the fight. It's said that all of the undead were branded with his mark, the blue triangle. I didn't even pay it much heed until you mentioned it just now. I wonder if his ghasts are still running around, whether that means... But surely he'd be wasting away as well.
2 things. 1, knew the guy personally. 2, is there anything around here that doesn't get it involved with undead?
Did I know him personally? Maybe I did, maybe I did not. As to anything that doesn't get involved with undead, they attack everything.
Yeah, those damn red wizards that are after you apparently experimented with them at one point. Don't know if they still are.
Okay, go ahead. The insight check.
Yeah, no, I don't know if he knew him personally or not. Not with that 8.
I'm gonna sit down and start just cross-legged, take a stance, close my eyes. Harbored by blood still, right?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I've gone into sort of my meditative stance by the campfire and just out loud towards Artis go. You're still harbored by blood, right?
I am still human.
More meaning by our codes and ethics. Any information you have is really beneficial to us. Saves us having to die too soon.
I'm telling you what I figure out when I figure it out, thank you. Most of what I know isn't relevant until it comes up, and then I tell it to you immediately.
More referring to your maybe you did, maybe you didn't comment.
Whether I did or did not is not really relevant. It was 100 years ago.
Still interesting to know. Anyway, I need to get back to sync
in
with
case
myself
you
a moment.
are wondering about the spelling, guys, I'll put it in the chat on Discord.
Okay, thanks.
Sweet.
I'm still going to be aware of my surroundings, but I'm going for my meditation to gain my key points back.
Okay.
I am going to go finish my rest. And mumble when I see
I'll take
Angren
watch.
still sleeping. Like, humans.
And Moril, Dragonbit seems to be okay. It just seems like he was caught off guard by the ghouls.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest.
Miya, you saw my whisper to you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And eventually everyone's going to head back to their bed.
Right.
Mercy, did you say you were taking watch from
Yeah.
Meiril?
Yeah, if I can. If I
Yeah.
still get a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Hasn't Mercy already done one?
Yes. But I'll allow it. You guys will... At the end of this, you guys will actually gain the benefits of the long rest, so you will heal back to full.
Yay!
Alright, cool. That
No
means I get
real
all my
point
spells
making you
back.
spend hit dice when you're not going to have a random encounter tomorrow. Thanks, dice.
I will say I'm quite alright after all. You've taken your watch already, you've done your time.
You're hurt, I'm not.
If you're insistent, then fine. I will is too many people in the top one. I was going to go to the top one. I suppose I'll just take over from where Mercy was.
As you come inside the tent, I will whisper to you. I think Simber totally met that Nuzzy, however the new one died. Yeah, I know.
Nissy.
He's met him.
I'm sure he probably did. I wasn't really worried about if he had or hadn't. I just would prefer that he not be so secretive with things. Especially considering what we share.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a harbor thing or just humans being humans.
It appears so.
But
I look down to Angren.
But it does annoy me that he doesn't actually share information when he pretends that he does.
Indeed, I suppose the only thing I can justify it as is if he's been crossed by this alleged civil war between ourselves. Maybe he's still being cautious around me, considering I'm of the other side.
But what would his having crossed that UNT warlord's path have to do with any of that?
He doesn't think it's relevant.
Probably nothing at all, but it's just the notion of him hiding information. It's the motive more than the reason.
Sorry it took me so long to get up.
I apologize that you had to guard me.
Good night. Oh, what's left of it?
Indeed. I'll doze in. Yeah, I've had enough, lying downness. I'm gonna try and fall asleep while still, sat up and leaning.
Okay. And you guys head to bed, and the rest of the night passes without any more encounters with undead. And you rise in the morning, and it already feels like it's going to be cooler today, but the rain's coming down heavier than yesterday. Really medium rain today.
Lovely weather.
I imagine I've probably more just light slept for the rest of it, rather than actually full on gone to sleep. And I'll be up early to see Mercy. I take it my hunting trap didn't catch anything.
No. And I'll move you guys back over to the player's map of Chult as...
I was gonna get rid of my hunting trap.
I'll handle it.
Okay.
You guys don't know whether I'm planning to reuse this map for things later.
What use could you have of a campsite map, really?
Who knows what I have planned for random encounters?
I'll come outside. Good morning, Mercy. Everything go well?
Yeah. So nothing.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I've had enough. Let's rise, everybody. Rise up, everybody.
I just whistle.
You hear a loud groaning from Moril's tent.
Give us a few minutes.
Let us know if you need a hand.
I mean, he basically came out fighting those things in a tunic.
Wait.
Yeah, well,
Who?
two of us in our tent need to put on heavy armor, so...
Oh, it's not that. It's like... He's just tired.
I mean, I'm probably wearing about similar gear to you.
Yeah. So over the course of the next 10-15 minutes, everyone eventually gets up, gets their armor on, and comes outside for breakfast.
I'll assist in making it this time round since I didn't really do anything last time.
It's probably better if I don't.
I yawn and I point at the fireplace and it goes whoosh.
You are extremely handy.
I know. There's a reason people love me.
Have you ever done work in the kitchen before?
I don't think I should handle knives.
Fair point.
Normally. Not when making something constructive. Unless people like to eat fingernails for dinner.
That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Yeah, no. That's why I didn't work in the kitchen.
How far away are we from the camp?
From Camp Righteous or Camp Vengeance?
Camp Righteous.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be another 4 days before we can make it to Camp Righteous, and then probably 2 days from there to Camp Vengeance.
Long,
You guys have been traveling about 2 hexes a day.
Fair enough. Still another half a week left for us. We should probably make a good start soon.
Are there any trees with fruits here?
I mean, Mercy's been foraging a little bit,
Yeah.
so I'm sure she can show you where to find food around between the small game and the plant life on Shulk.
I was more thinking if there was anything I could see within my range.
Not that you immediately recognize as edible.
Okay. Frustrating.
Whenever we're ready, I suppose we'll head off. Once everything's packed up and recovered.
Oh yeah, that's...
At least it shouldn't be as warm as yesterday. I hope.
Well, yeah, no, we just so much happened to have that ring of Russ traveling with us. Of course it's gonna be chillier than usual.
Oh,
So,
yesterday it was freaking hot.
I don't know, maybe it turned it off?
Okay, you can't see me, I just shrugged.
yeah, there's no wind today. There was a little bit of wind yesterday, but the rain's picking up as you guys actually break camp and head onto the river. But at least it's cooler today, which is always nice. And you guys head on out to the River Ocean Star. You get onto your canoe, and you start your day's journey. And navigating along the river, in the distance you hear loud roaring, what sounds like the snapping of trees. It's coming from... it sounds like it's a few miles away in this direction.
A few miles is good.
Each hex is 10 miles.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad that it's a few miles away.
Yeah, we're
And
just
continue-
gonna keep going down the river.
Yep. Continuing on through your day.
Or up
Again.
it, really.
Yeah, nothing interesting really happens, and eventually you guys need to pull the canoe back onto the shore. It's only got to about 27 degrees today, but yeah, decent amount of rain. It was a medium rainfall today.
It's okay.
I'm gonna need to make sure that my armor doesn't rust. So once the camp is settled, I'm gonna pull out some of my maintaining gear and take care of that.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my clothes out to dry and probably stay in the tent for a while until they're dried up.
I would now.
Oh no, I need to go fetch something in the tent. No, I'm kidding.
Wouldn't that be more mercy than Lagotah cough? Anyway,
Not really.
you guys make your camp, and can I get a watch order for tonight, please?
Second.
Same again?
First.
Third.
Lagotah, can you please make me a that works. So it's Lagotah, Mercy, Moril, Angren.
No.
No, I
Moral
was there.
mercy.
Moril, Mercy,
Oh.
Angren. Okay. Yeah. As everyone settles down to take their watch, yeah, nothing interesting seems to happen on your watch, Lagotah. The night stays unusually quiet. They will have dried out about the time people were wanting to head to bed.
In just my underwear.
Right. So you. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm just like an wait, which one is it? Is it an octopus or is it a squid? It's an octopus, isn't it, that inks?
Yup. No, squid.
Squid.
Okay, I'm just gonna be the squid. It's like, oh shit, just ink myself with darkness.
Yeah, stop messing around with my NPCs.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Okay. So second, I believe it was Mercy.
No.
No, second
doesn't-
is me.
Second is Moril. Yeah. Moril. Lagotah eventually wakes you to take your watch.
I'll be right there. Give me a moment.
And can I get a perception check from you during your watch, please?
Yeah, I shuffle up my clothes, I go out, and I yawn and tell her, get some sleep. And let's see, perception right there. Huh. Okay.
It's a little hard to see, even with your dark vision. It seems like the rain today has been a bit of a problem, and it's starting to pick up. But nothing eventful happens during your watch, and eventually you go to wake up Mercy.
Hey, I kick at the side of the tent. Hey, your turn.
Alright. Good night.
Alright. And I go back to my tent.
Rain's definitely picking up, although at least it's a comfortable temperature overnight. But nothing eventful happens during your watch, and we move on finally to Angren. For the last couple hours, as the sun's starting to rise in the distance.
Wow.
You're really struggling to see. The campfire's sputtering. You're struggling to see, but nothing interesting happens. Eventually, you guys all get up in the morning. Temperature's already starting to pick up and get uncomfortable, and the rain is even heavier than yesterday today.
I literally just got dry.
That's called being outside.
I've already established I don't do this very much.
Yeah,
I
guys, sorry,
know.
no fire today.
Well, we should keep on moving. Can't stop now.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have a more uncomfortable than you're used to breakfast and get onto the canoe. Temperature's rising again. There's no wind today, and very, very heavy rain. As you guys start your journey.
Did
You guys-
we, like, hit this jungle in the middle of a monsoon or something?
It's not storming yet. You guys head on down the river, and especially with the rain, it seems like most things are just taking the day to not do very much, not get too soaked by the weather, and your day passes entirely uneventfully,
Meanwhile,
and you make camp for the evening.
I'm just during the canoe ride. I'm just taking my mug and throwing water out of the canoe.
It actually got up to about 32 degrees during the day that day,
Phew.
with the rain.
Yeah, as we
Sure.
travel down the river, I'm still like carefully watching how Angren takes care of the boat and trying to learn from him.
Yep. Noted. You guys eventually make an uncomfortable camp. Again, I'm going to assume that you're on the opposite side to where the undead territory is. It's just where I have to place you guys' marker.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna offer Dragonbait to look after his armor, who must also be not very happy with the rain.
He gives you a sort of quiet nod and heads inside his tent to shelter.
Oh, I'll do that inside a tent. Yes, I'll take care of yours the next night, Angren.
For this case, we still have a couple of days travel. Do you want me to take the entire night and I'll sleep tomorrow and the day? I suppose I'm starting to get used to this rain.
How you can sleep under the rain is beyond me, but if you want...
What, you mean you're going to watch the entire night?
I can do that, yes. I will just sleep in the day tomorrow.
Are you nuts? Well, fine. Fine by me.
If you find yourself slowly falling asleep, wake us up.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. A question, because we're not doing watches, does that mean that it's 6 hours instead of 8 hours?
Uh,
For full rest? For
no.
those guys, and I just won't get a rest at all.
No, a long rest is still 8 hours.
Damn it. What's wrong?
So are you guys just not doing watches at all?
No, I'm watching the entire night.
So you're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Yes, but I will be sleeping through the day tomorrow to recover it.
And before something horrible happens tomorrow during the day.
I swear to God.
Okay, let me just...
Do you want me to do 1 or 4 perception checks?
4, please. How many do I do? Okay. Throughout the night as people rest, nothing interesting seems to happen somehow. You hear undead on the far side of the river. Sounds like a couple more undead dinosaurs are fighting something. But you guys are very, very grateful you're on this side of the river. And nothing happens overnight as you wake the others in the morning. The rain did not let off overnight.
How are you feeling this morning?
Gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You sure? You look like you're about to drop dead, mate.
Let's just get some breakfast and get me on that boat.
I'm gonna make him some
Right.
tea. It's gonna be too strong.
It's gonna be cold tea because in the rain I'm gonna have a hard time setting up a fire.
I mean, I've made fires in the rain. It's doable.
So have I. It's hard, but it can be done. But it's hard. So it's gonna take a while to get that
Yeah.
damp wood to actually catch fire.
And you guys start up your morning, Meiril being completely and utterly exhausted.
Get your cold, too strong tea.
This is wonderful. Lagotah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Greatly appreciate. Whenever she looks away, I pour it. It's very. I should It's fine. I hand her back the cup.
Glad you liked it.
We should make tea together sometime. Maybe able to give me a tip or two, or impart some. Let's just get on this boat.
Yeah, let's get on this. I start breaking camp, at least at my tent.
Yeah. Backing up.
So
And-
glad you didn't insight check any of that.
And you guys get onto your canoe for your day's travel and start making your way again up the River Star. It's actually not very long into your journey.
Oh, fuck you.
It's at least cooler today. There's a light breeze keeping you actually at a nicer temperature, but the rain hasn't let off at all. Mercy, you notice that Moril has fallen asleep on your back. Not Moril, Meiril.
I could do that too.
You notice as you sail up the river, you pass. Well, the guides at the front of the canoe point out, over there's some rare Zabu mushrooms. Keep away from them unless you particularly want to be poisoned, although they can be useful in a pinch.
Great. I don't even see what he's pointing at.
Is no one gonna ask, like, what pinch that might be?
Oh.
Nope, you're asleep leaning on Mercy.
Yeah. For the to-do list notes, not, like, my own notes. Can I get that name again, sorry?
Zabu, yeah, 1 second.
Exactly what kind of page are you talking about? Because that's kind of upsetting.
They can be useful if you get try to disorientate, and let's just say it makes whatever's trying to chase you very, very itchy.
Whatever tries to eat me? Oh. Oh. Okay. Do I see the mushrooms he's pointing at?
You do see, as she pointed towards them. This is actually River Mist saying this. You can kind of see a small cluster of 5 mushrooms growing on a dead log off to one of the banks of the river.
So is that highly poisonous, causes severe itching?
Yes.
When eaten.
I mean, my notes say Zabu can also be held up to 30 feet away, drop like a grenade, releasing its cloud of spores on impact.
I like this.
Oh, so it's like itching powder of a bomb, basically. Not.
Basically, yes. But you guys are at the moment continuing to paddle up the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Not
we
stopping.
could, if we're interested in using this to our advantage, we can always look for them later.
Yep. And you guys continue to sail up the river, and as you guys actually pull up the canoe on the bank of the river for the night, what are all your passive perception skills?
Passive perception?
14.
14.
Where do I check passive perception?
It's
15.
underneath skills.
Needs the skills. 13.
Okay. Angren and Lagotah?
Angren said 15.
15. And Lagotah?
13. Sorry, apparently my mic was muted. I was like, I told you 3 times now.
Okay. All of
My
you
bad.
notice. All of you, as you pull up the canoe to shore, notice about 40 feet above the ground, but spread between 2 trees, appear to be a couple of sturdy-looking wooden platforms.
What?
Is
The
there-
platforms do look big enough to take the weight of all of you.
What the heck?
Is there literally anywhere along the shore except here that we can move to instead?
I mean, this is one of the few beaches that you've noticed.
There could be... It could be just a safe spot to spend the night.
This is a jungle. There is no safe spots.
Meiril, can you roll me a history check, please?
I can. I can.
Oh yeah, you can.
Damn.
Meryl is doing pretty hot tonight. I'll tell you that much.
I'll have to agree with that, actually.
He would know. He plays with fire. All he's typing seems to be telling the truth.
But nobody is saying anything.
And as a note, for today's weather, it only got up to about 27 degrees, but it was still heavy rain today.
Yeah, I'll be looking after Angren's armor in the night when we make camp, if we do.
Come to think of it, actually, I think I recognize how these are made.
What's that about my armor?
Like, I'm a smith by trade. I'll make sure that your armor doesn't rust from all the rain.
Hey, Ray Ray's in the chat.
Okay.
Hi, Ray Ray!
Aloha.
So-
We should be good here. I realize this is emerald work.
Alright. How far up in the trees did you say it was?
It's about 40 feet up.
Are there, like, ropes or ladders? Anything visible
The tree
to...
looks climbable.
What's climbable? The tree?
The tree looks climbable.
Right.
I'll climb the tree
Can
and...
you make me an athletics check, please?
Yes, I can.
You haven't taken off your armor, have you?
No, does that give me disadvantage?
No?
No. That's an 18.
Yeah, you easily find the handholds, even with your arms slightly bulking down, and you easily climb all your way up to this platform. Home seems to be quite empty, but it does appear to be a safe place to rest for the night.
I'm gonna tie up a rope somewhere secure and throw it down to help the others climb.
Okay.
I'd like to check for when the last type of activity has moved through here. Or I can do perception if you prefer perception.
Looks to be a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Should be okay then.
Yeah, Lagotah, you easily find again somewhere to secure your rope and tie it to the tree for everyone else to climb up with.
Sweet.
The two tabaxi guides just
Climb
very,
up?
very easily climb up. Yeah,
Yeah.
claws.
They're experienced, I guess.
No, they have cat claws. They can just climb up. Climbing down is another story.
Artist and Dragonbait just take the rope and manage to climb their way up. Everyone else, can I get athletics checks from you, please?
Yes.
The priest also climbs up really easily. Wow, suddenly we've had a surge of people in the stream. We're up to 5 viewers from 1. I mean, the DC is 5, so you're okay there, Angren.
Wouldn't the
Wow.
rope give them advantage anyway?
Rope
just lowers-
drops the DC.
Okay.
DC is 5 with a rope to climb something easily climbable. So yeah, Angren, you struggle a little bit. Your hands are kind of slippy because, it's been heavy rain for a couple of days, but you manage to find your grip and just pull yourself up with the rope. Everyone else, you nimbly you don't even need the rope. You climb up with the handholds. Although, Moril, you do have to grab it once or twice on your way up. And you guys all eventually make your way up the tree to the platform. And it does seem large enough to take all of you, although you're only going to have a couple of tents tonight.
We'll just have to
I can take last one.
That's okay.
bunk together.
That's okay. Maybe we can take couple shifts in guarding instead, so that the tents won't be as crowded.
You make a fair point.
Yeah.
I can take one of these watches since I'm now pretty awake.
Okay. So you pairing off to do watches?
Yes,
The
I can
NPCs
join in
will
on
help with
first.
this then.
Hmm?
Okay. The NPCs will help fill in the other ones then, depending on what you guys want to do. So first
Gotta
watch
pull
is
their
gonna
weight.
be... First watch is going to be Moril plus...
there anyone in particular that wants to go?
I want either
Sure, I'll go
first or
first.
last. Okay, I'll go last then.
Okay.
Alright.
So Moril plus Lagotah. Second watch.
I'll go on that with someone else.
I'll go.
Mercy plus Meiril. Third watch, Artsie and Dragonbait are going to take it. Fourth watch, Lagotah plus. You're going to be out there with River Mist.
Okay.
So, first watch, can I get perception checks from the two of you, please?
Yes.
Why don't we do this more often?
Wow.
Yeah.
What perception checks?
Moril, as everyone else is settling down for the night, and Angren, you notice a moment later, you see a really weird sight. You see a massive cluster of leaves go flying far above you. Like, this looks like almost as if an entire village has been pulled up and is flying above you. And
Sorry, can I
You-
also have my
and
hand
you
up here
also
and
hear-
say,
you also hear tiny, high-pitched squealing from far above going, "Wee!"
oh my fucking god. Can I point out if I would have done this before, Angren's going on watch, so I want to have done dark vision on him beforehand, before I went to bed. If that's still okay to say.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, so that looked like a whole village of leaves, you said?
The whole village wrapped up in leaves just went flying far above the tree line.
What the fuck?
Bonus points for anyone that can PM me on Roll20 what that is.
Someone's been cheating, though. Someone's been watching streams when I stopped watching streams to not get spoiled.
Why? Can I play or not?
Do I make a sort of check to see if I can figure out what the fuck that is?
Make an insight check.
Insight check it is. I get a nat
Jesus.
20.
Right.
Okay!
Nat 20 on my 19.
No, I just tried to whisper Stegosaurus.
I'm sorry, what?
Ned's name on Roll20.
What was that, did you say?
I tried to whisper Stegosaurus instead of you because I mistyped your name on Roll20.
Wow.
Congratulations, you are now a dinosaur.
I mean, Manon, have you been cheating? Do you know what it is?
Of course I've been cheating.
Okay, you don't count, and no, Umbra, you do not get inspiration, as that was wrong.
Oh, I already have inspiration. They don't stack, do they?
No.
I have no idea.
Was that a goblin screech?
Oh,
Angren, that sounded like a goblin, didn't it?
I have no idea.
Angren has no idea.
Goblin?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not there. I'm not awake.
Anyway, with that sight, nothing else interesting happens on your watch.
They have been the weirdest night watch I've had to date.
Is everything
Second watch.
Is everything okay, Moril?
Second watch. Alright, who had the second watch?
I did. And Mercy did.
Right, I go tap you with a foot.
Hmm?
And I go like,
Yeah.
hey, wake up. It's your watch.
Okay, on it. Moril, why? Are you okay? You're pulling a face.
Yeah, I'll tell you in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Everything's fine,
Just making
but
sure.
weird. Fine, but weird. I'll
I
tell
look
you in the morning.
forward to hearing whatever this thing is, but okay, you get some sleep now.
Yeah, happily. I'm gonna be pondering what I saw before actually heading to bed.
I guess we're gonna need to be on our guard, especially.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Things are moving through here.
Right, I'm gonna go AFK, wash my hands because they feel weird. I'll be right back.
Okay. Second watch perception check, please.
Oh.
Okay.
I got it. It's fine.
Yeah, nothing really interesting happens on your watch. Like, the night's gone back to being quiet. Third watch, eventually, Artis and Dragonbait come out, and Artis says, "Go on back to your tents. We'll take over from here."
Give him a nod.
And they take over, and eventually, a couple hours pass, and they come and wake you up, Lagotah, and you also get out there with River Mist.
Yep.
Unless any conversations happen between Mercy and Meiril.
I was only going to end up asking stuff like, have you worked for any of your major factions before, blah blah, like kind of stuff like that.
No.
Great conversation.
Yeah. She's not a talker.
Oh my.
Oh.
And then final watch comes out. Lagotah, you go out with River Mist.
Yeah, I'll be grabbing Angren's armor and my smith's tools to just have a look at it and make sure it's still good and in good order while I take my watch.
Yeah, seems to be. You touch it up a little bit just to make some repairs and where the rain is. It seems like the rain's led off overnight a little bit, although it's still
Good.
decently heavy. And once again, there's no wind. You can already feel the temperature starting to climb. It's going to hit 8 today.
But you don't know that.
And eventually, everyone, you wake on up.
You didn't make me roll perception, but
Oh.
fine. 13. I'm gonna guess nothing happens.
No, nothing happens. And eventually, everyone gets up in the morning. You can feel the heat starting to climb. There's no wind again. But
There's,
Has the
there's
rain stopped?
literally-
the rain's let off a bit. It hasn't stopped.
There is literally no combination of weather that I enjoy here.
No.
I mean, you might like the 1 in 100,000 chance of it not just being 27 degrees Celsius, but also dry with a medium wind.
Yeah, I think that's about the only one I would actually like, but I don't know.
So, quick question. Do I have a clay mug, or are they all like wooden or something like that?
What are you asking? Is wooden?
Clay mug, I got one of those, don't I?
Oh, mug.
Your mug
Yeah.
would be probably clay or ceramic.
Sweet. Okay, that makes it so much easier.
You can boil.
Yep, I pour it with water, I put some tea leaves in it, and I point at it, and it goes shh, like a tiny flame continuously going over it.
Is
The
that
side
how
of
you
it.
made the tea the other day?
No, I hadn't figured it out by then.
Did you mind making another cup for myself?
Sure, whatever. As a matter of fact, put your mug right here. Here, give it to me.
Hand the mug over.
All right. I put it down in front of me, and I point at that one at the same time, and I focus.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to make your tea.
How does this tea taste in comparison to the last few mugs I've had?
How does it taste, Neb?
It tastes like
Proper tea.
yeah, it tastes like proper oil. Wait, there's a particular flora I'm thinking of.
I won't know because I don't drink tea IRL.
Hold on, I got it. mint.
Oh. Yeah, Meryl would actually love that.
Yeah. You make your mint tea, and eventually everyone gets up, packs up for the day, and Umbra tells you by the end of the day we'll be passing Camp Righteous. I'd appreciate if we could take a look in there. God, I keep flipping what I do for a voice. I'll fix something out eventually.
Just before we leave, I want to take a quick look around to see if there was any messages, carvings, anything left as language conversation in this area.
Investigation check, please.
Oh shit.
Do we know what happened at Camp Righteous, except that they had to leave?
Umbra tells you that they were overrun by undead, but should at least like to take a look and see if anything was left behind.
Fair.
Yeah, I think it was righteous, and then they backed it up to vengeance to make their final stand.
That sounds so final.
Sounds very dramatic to me.
Yeah.
Right. Once we get on the boat, I'm gonna tell you a cool story.
I was waiting for the reaction from you, Umbra.
I do not tell the others about what I found. I just get in the boat and don't say a word.
Now I'm curious.
Did you perhaps find a triangle?
I did not find a triangle, no.
Okay, that's comforting.
I did not find anything.
Can I insight check that?
Fuck!
What is my insight? Am I proficient in that? No. So that's a 16.
He most definitely found something. Is that embarrassed about?
I stare at you.
I did not find a thing.
I raise an eyebrow.
I found a thing.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it like this as well because
Yeah, you can also quite clearly tell he is.
Do I-
Meiril?
or am I also noticing that it is based on embarrassment?
Yeah, probably. I rolled a 7 on deception.
Dude, you're all flushing up. What's up?
Let's just say the last people that were in here think they're absolutely downright hilarious.
You found a lewd joke, didn't you?
I found a message that said if you can read this, you suck at finding hidden messages. And with that, please, can we move along?
That's actually kind of funny.
I am a total troll. Okay, yeah, you guys get into the canoe and you start heading up the Ocean Star again. Most of the day passes without anything of interest happening, and eventually, as you sun's starting to go down, but still a couple hours left, you see on the east bank of the River Ocean Star what looks like the remains of a jetty.
I mean, I'm just gonna be in the back, like, using my illusion to make a smaller, like, what's the instrument it's the wood instrument that's like, fawns tend to play.
Lyre?
Flute.
Oh, flute.
No, not like that. It's like many tubes but all stacked together.
Hand flute?
I think it might be that.
Anyway,
Pan flute. So as you're playing that, I turn around and I say like, "Hey, Meiril, about that thing I saw yesterday."
Oh, yes. Do you want me to
Yeah.
continue playing, or...?
Well, if you want to.
I mean, it is just magic that's being played, not me actually playing it.
Oh, okay, well. So, I was like in the middle of the shift, right? And I hear this, it's like screeching? And yeah, not quite like that. And I see this like this, it looks, okay, seriously, it's gonna sound weird as fuck, but go with me here. It looked like a village wrapped in leaves up in the air, and I heard goblin screeches.
Have you been eating mushrooms?
No, I don't like mushrooms.
I'm only doing this because this is exactly what.
Moril, make a deception check.
Deception check.
On the top, on the nose.
How do we do that? Does he get the win because of its advantage roll, or?
Yeah, because our bonuses are both the same as well. We roll the exact same. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. A flying village wrapped in leaves with something screeching out of it.
I totally didn't tell him. Seems to be telling the truth. Seems to be telling the truth.
Can't go though.
I know, it sounds really weird, and I was like, what the fuck?
Can I make any sort of check based, even on disadvantage?
You have no
based on...
reason to disbelieve him.
No, history or nature or things like that. I'd like to join in that.
Even if
Yeah.
it's bad description.
Nature?
I mean, that's not gonna be amazing.
Can I join in too?
15.
No, screw it. Yes, of course you can.
Okay, so now everybody's eavesdropping on this conversation?
No, I can't.
Hey, fuck.
We're in a boat!
I must
Yeah.
You're on a boat.
We're in a canoe!
They do.
Mercy, you
Fine.
know nature so fine.
Yeah,
I
I'm the only one proficient and
Can I ask the 4 NPCs if they know what that is?
They have no fucking clue.
Fucking two useless
I
guys and people that have been here for
figured.
ages and don't know what's going on.
Do we have any fucking clue?
I mean, I can't speak for your private lives. But apart from anyone that just got a whisper from the DM, no.
Wait,
Wow.
it was Strahd himself flying through. No, I don't believe that, Ballor.
No, it was the spirit of Brahmi being eaten.
No!
Too soon, too soon. I did get a whisper, by the way.
Only one person got a whisper there.
Crimes. I mean, I believe you, but this jungle's getting weirder and weirder.
Goblins are always weird, but who knows?
Goblins has the most oddest of ideas, apparently. I want to know what it was.
Apparently a goblin by what you just said.
Now I really want to know what it was.
And with that, I'm assuming you guys are going to pull up your boat on the, well, out by Camp Righteous.
Yeah.
yeah,
That is where I'm going to call the break.
Awesome.
perfect.
Let's meet back in 10 minutes, so at 10 past the hour, as I need to set up everyone's tokens on the Camp Righteous map.
So, can we go back?
Sure is. Sure.
Not ominous at all.
Right, I'm gonna be right back then.
And I'll meet everyone back here at 10 past the session to resume.
That PM though.
I mean, you guys have no clue.
No! Now I'm really looking forward to when we're done with the campaign, just so that I can go watch all the streams that I dutifully stopped watching.
I mean, I totally have no plans for you guys to find out what it is, depending on what you do here. Honest. You can't see me blinking.
Alright, I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Is anyone still here, or am I alone?
You're alone.
How rude of you.
We're now at Camp Righteous, right?
Yes.
And is that where the party is?
No.
Or is that need to be moved now? Because I'm confused.
Look, Ramba, do you see the red hex that's
I
around by Camp Righteous?
I see the Camp Righteous, but there's a party hex here.
Yes. I've just been holding that so you guys know roughly what you're looking. I'll put it back on the GMI.
Okay.
I've literally just been doing that because I might end up swapping between them once you guys get further into the jungle.
Okay.
But at the moment, this is known territory, so you've got the clear hex rather than the blacked out hex.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Come in.
So, Manon, you know exactly what that is.
Of course, it's great. I only got the name of it in the stream I watched, so yeah.
It flew from the safe side of the river into the undead territory side of the river.
Well, it was
Oh.
nice briefly knowing that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I have plans.
Ooh.
This thing just detonates every single undead in its vicinity and you walk through scot-free.
You wish.
Yeah, yes I do. By the way, just so you know, for probably future runs when we're setting up camp, we should probably be setting up those hunting traps.
Yeah.
Also, Ray's pretty much the only one chatting in the stream chat.
I'd load it up myself, but I
don't
trust
know
my-
how much you're paying attention to the stream, Manon. There should not currently be spoilers. I'll say if I have to drag anything that will be spoilers over to the other screen.
Right. Thank
I have a player view, so what you guys see open on my second screen at the moment, which is what's being streamed.
Yeah, I closed it for a bit because I was seeing too much during the encounter.
I mean, all it really was everyone's vision rather than
Yeah.
just a couple of people's vision.
Yeah.
Totally not trying to get my average viewers up at all. Because I need to average at least 3 viewers and have 50 followers over a month.
Okay. Fine.
I
can keep it in the background.
I would have it in the background, but that's just draining away my bandwidth. It's probably not a risky thing. Probably not worth risking even.
What is not worth risking?
Everything. Everything. Having the stream in the
The
background.
internet.
Oh, yeah, no, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Did this thing's damage go up?
Your unarmed attacks, yes. It's on the on the table at the start of the monk
No,
chapter.
my unarmed attacks haven't gone up. They go up next level. but
Yeah,
I'm
they
worried
do.
About, deflect missiles? Yes! I didn't increase it because of my monk level. Not that I've ever had to use it yet. Because the only thing that's throwing projectiles at me is atrocious at it. Or
So
was,
far.
should I say.
And before I go full SKT and throw boulders in the sky at you.
I deflect the missiles.
I
Or
don't
just
think
drop
you
a village
can
on your head.
deflect those.
Or I just drop a village on your head.
Dexterity check to miss the village.
I have evasion, I take no damage. From the village falling on my head.
It's just like cartoon style, where they just burrow their way through, like get a bit dazed, but they make it through.
That village is fucking amazing, by the way.
By the way, when you say village, do you mean like an actual
Yeah.
village-sized thing, or a little
Yeah.
village?
No, I mean an actual village-sized thing. I mean a legit village. I mean a legit village.
Gods of nature, spirits, face spirits, rising up a village. I don't know.
I cut out completely there.
I
But,
mean, I was also having fun making the sound of the goblins. The Toady shouldn't have been riding it, but oh well.
Riding it.
Oh yeah.
right.
Is that a dragon?
No, that was an actual village wrapped up in leaves flying through the sky. And yes, there was actual goblins going wee.
We're talking like village, as in like 1,000 diameter village.
Let me go check the diameter of the village.
Because
I have an
in my
actual map for that village.
in my head, I was thinking like a village flying through the sky. I was thinking like a
A couple of
pixies.
houses?
Like,
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like pixies in like these little tiny houses.
We're
in, like, a
talking
big-
like 70, 80 feet wide, rolled up in
Oh,
a ball of leaves flying through the
holy
sky.
cheese.
Yeah, I had like maybe something the size of a large bird's nest.
Check the dynamic lighting on this map and see whether I could safely drag. Yes, I could. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to close the camp right just a bit. I'm just going to drag the PC tokens onto the safe bit of the map for this, just so I can show you what the fuck went on. Because that was hilarious. I'm actually just going to drag you guys because I need to grab Angren's token as well.
At some point, I need you to tell me how you drag only one person to a different map.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause I
I
have
can show you after we're
yeah.
done tonight.
Because I have no idea how to do that.
Ooh, next level, I can attack 4 times in one turn.
I know, right?
Monks.
All of which at 1d6. I won't need my short sword anymore.
You know what I
Still
can
gonna
do?
keep it
I'm
for
going to
basic
drag...
damage.
How come you have paths without trace?
Shadow Monk.
They got level 2 spells?
Yes, they get 4
That's
level 2 spells.
unfair.
I get
No,
darkness.
you know what? I'm going to test it on the stream and see what I myself can see. There we go.
Actually,
And now I
yeah,
wait for it to render.
everyone has seen all the spells that I can use because I was using Minor Illusion on the boat then to play a pan flute. I've used Darkness to escape the stick thrower people things. I've used Dark Vision on Angren quite a few times. I used Pass Without Trace that one time. That
I've moved you over.
was very useful.
Whee! I see.
And I also use Silence when we need.
Yeah,
What?
in the tent.
What? What? This is the dumbest yet the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Now I see what you mean. Now I can visualize.
This is not what I had in mind at all.
No. Yeah,
I
actually.
thought, like a magical village being.
Yeah, flying.
Dark.
Like flying, not being thrown like that.
Nope,
Not being-
catapulted.
Not being launched.
Slingshot village.
I am now even more satisfied than I was before.
I love this fucking module. You can see the influence of the Adventure Time creator on this module with stuff like that. That is totally him. But oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you guys would appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Just
Alright. Who are we waiting on?
Never you back.
That's a no.
Rip Neb. Gone and soon forgotten.
Is Hobbit here?
Yes.
Okay, so just Nib.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to drag you guys over to the Camp Righteous map, ready for... Oh god, the artifacting with the fucking dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, there shouldn't be any spoilers. As view global illumination is on. Shouldn't be a problem.
Christ, look at our party. This is a party. Actually, no. This isn't a party. This is an SAS squad.
There's as many NPCs as species.
Yep. This is fine. I'm only going to kill like half of them.
I see something here.
Oh yeah, I see that too.
Yeah.
Well, barely. I don't
know
like
what it
this.
is.
I don't like the side of it. The size of it.
I can see like that much.
I had so much fun running this with the Friday group last week. I wanted to pull you guys
Yeah, I
over
can-
to the map so you can
I
get your
can see
bearings.
I can see just like a sliver of it.
Yep.
I cannot see anything.
Okay, first off question, guys. How are
Here.
we going to do this? Are we going to just barge in gun-ho, or are we going to try and...
Do what? I can't see nothing.
You should be able to. Global illumination is on.
No, it's
No, there's the tents
it's
behind
hiding.
the tents. Yeah,
Yeah, the tents
I
are
can't
hiding
see
some of it.
either.
Oh,
Oh, well.
yeah, this thing's hiding. Yeah, you can't see that.
Nope.
Is that the only thing? Can anyone else see anything else?
I can
can
see,
see
I can see
the-
just a sliver
Don't
of
see
something,
anything on the-
so I can say I can tell what size it is, and that the
Yeah.
main color on it is blue.
Yeah. Like you might be able to see more than I can. Wait. Oh jeez. Oh, is yours just
sorry,
in
bud.
between that?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the edge. Welcome back, Dan.
Thank you.
I vote we still frown the tent.
You moved it. I can still see it. I can still see
I
it.
can see it.
Yeah, it needs to go like back further here.
I can't move it out of this area.
Oh, it's in a pen.
That is a
That's
good thing.
Okay, stealth.
Oh, I can see it now.
Oh,
I know what it is.
Gosh.
I don't
It
know
might
what
be
it
a
is.
little bit trapped.
Guys, okay, we got one vote for stealth. Do we continue stealth? Do we
Okay.
barge in?
Now that I know
Anyway,
what it is, I am way less scared.
Is that everyone back?
Yes.
Okay. Then, welcome back, everybody. I've already
you.
pulled everyone over to the Camp Righteous map. So, your characters have just arrived in your canoe. Imagine your canoe is one of the boats that are just there. You come across an abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage. The tents are mouldy and tattered. All the permanent structures appear to have burned to the ground. 2 intact rowboats are tied off to a short dock. North of the camp is a ridge, built into which is an 80-foot tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back. Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading to a dark tunnel. To the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small panic bird running around inside it. There are no other signs of life.
Small.
I guess
Okay,
that's.
token is large, but it's a juvenile.
Okay.
Jesus, what's that thing grow up to?
I don't know.
It's
they
just
grew
an
to that.
axe beak.
Yep.
So we want to stealth into
want
this
it.
place.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we can't grab it with us, but I want it. I want to mount an axe beak.
Oh, Mia wants a mount, does she?
She always does.
That's
I
okay.
hope-
You can mount Manon.
Is that the first time that joke has
You
ever
can
been
certainly try.
Can I now?
Oh, baby.
Children, please.
So I'm gonna hope that I don't
We're
regret this
older
one.
than you. I think
Not-
we're
not-
all older than you.
Not mentally, you're not.
I'm just loving Ray in chat right now.
Okay, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all 10 of us.
That is going to be necessary for me, and probably Angren.
We
Evil shadows and silence will be.
Basically, we get a +2 to our stealth check.
Plus 10.
+10, yes.
we can't be tracked except by magic means. We don't leave tracks or other traces of passage.
Ooh, that is cool.
So we roll stealth now.
Yep.
So disadvantage and a -1.
That's the third.
Oh, shit.
Oh, how many days have we been traveling? By the way, I forgot to keep track.
You have travelled. This is your 5th day.
Total or since today? Like since this session?
So this is the 5th day of this session, so I need to update your handout.
So 5 uses times 4.
Death Curse has been active for 28 days. Okay.
Lagotah's
Okay,
using
your
Insect
stealth
Repel
has
himself.
been noted.
Oh. This is with Path
So
Without
+10
Trace.
to everybody.
Are
That-
you joking?
I rolled a natural 2. I have a -1. I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
My
Noted.
God.
Oh.
So it's like 31, 25, 11, 22, 21. Jesus Christ.
31.
That's a 31 for Moril.
31, 25, 11, 22, 30, 31. Noted.
What about
Also,
Angren? Oh, no, never mind. It's right there.
22.
I am blind.
Hi, blind. I'm DM.
And all the NPCs also get +10 to theirs.
Yep, noted.
I can only imagine that our 2 guides just disappeared from the game.
Let me actually check how well River Mist and Flask of Wine are hiding.
While I was doing that, Lagotah she marked off 5 insect repellents,
Yes.
and so that's.
At least you're not Vaxel done, so you didn't roll a 2 and get a 37.
For Angren, take off 20 of the insect repellent then?
20.
Yeah, 5 times 4.
Okie
Okay, so
Right, everything's kept
you
up.
guys have arrived. You've cast Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
How'd Undrill do?
A number.
76 users left.
Not bad.
Enough for 15 days.
Is this campfire still going, or is this burnt out?
Burnt out.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way around. Is there anything in this tent?
The tent right there. Could you make me an investigation check, please? Sorry, I'm just quickly doing something. Investigation check, please.
14.
You don't find any loot. However, as you search inside the tent, a snake bites you. Did I really just natural 20 the attack roll?
Can I, as a reflex, punch the snake?
I will allow it, but bear with me.
Okay.
You take 2 points of piercing damage, and can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Jesus.
Oh, it's poisonous. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You're fine. You do manage to save. However, you do end up still taking 5 points of poison damage, as it was a crit.
Jesus.
Make your reaction attack.
Punch.
Yeah, it's dead.
Cool. Guess I know what we're having for dinner.
I'll back off a moment, like clutching my hand that I probably punched its like teeth, and that's how I'm chalking up that got the crit. Watch out for wildlife here.
Did you get bitten?
Yes, there are.
I rolled my d6 and ended up being a 1.
Just be careful of any snakes.
I'm gonna very discreetly make my way towards the pen.
Do you want to roll me an investigation as you pass through the tents there, please?
Sure. No. 7.
I mean, even with that, it's not hard to see that most of these tents seem to have been slashed by claws or weapons, and all the canvas appears to be at the point of disintegrating.
Yep.
And you make your way up to
Hey,
what appears to be
pretty.
a pen. This appears to be a small bird, and it's basically running around trying to find a way out, and it can't get over the fence.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not as big as the icon is.
Can I
It's a
try
bird,
and
right?
can I try and calm it with an animal handling check?
Sure.
Can I?
Ray, please. Ray might have just said in Steam chat, now someone has to suck out the poison and do it at the end.
22.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Uh,
fly. It's a flightless
Flightless bird.
It's a dodo.
Yeah. Or,
It's a riding
or a
dodo.
kiwi bird.
Wait, is it actually a dodo?
It's more like a kiwi bird than a dodo, but yes.
Okay.
But bigger.
Yes. You do at least manage to sort of catch its attention. It calms for a moment, hoping that you've got a way to get it out.
I'm gonna
What could possibly go wrong?
open the door to the pen
It
and call it to me.
comes out and immediately books it
Aw,
out into the jungle.
It is gone.
poor baby. It's gonna get eaten.
Well, at least somebody's gonna get food, so that's okay.
Actually, to be fair, I swear the kiwi bird has nothing below it in the pecking order. It is literally every way.
Oh yeah, they are tiny and they get eaten by everything because they are not used to having predators at all.
Especially people's cats.
I'm pretty sure its
Right.
only
Or
survival mechanism
foxes.
is. I'm pretty sure its only survival mechanism is pity.
I mean, kiwi birds might be the reason why there is a very common saying: if you see a possum, squash them.
The only good possum is a dead possum.
Unless you're in
I-
Australia, anyway.
I have a look at the statue, but I guess I'm not gonna find anything interesting. about it.
This is, as said when you first arrived, this is the 80 feet tall stone statue, which appears to depict a man carrying a crocodile on his back. So let me grab all the NPCs and bonk.
We are walking order.
But River Mist, looking up and it steps forward, just kind of crosses her arms and says, "Ah, yes, I know the story of man and crocodile. If you would like me to tell it, it might give you a bit of assistance here."
Go ahead. Whatever.
In the early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, "I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone, because it teems with your brethren." Crocodile replied, "It is true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back if you promise to return the favour." Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, "How can I repay you?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realm with humans, but I fear to go there alone, because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm." Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise, so he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore in his anger that never again would men and Crocodile be friends, and so it has remained to this day.
Errol has his arms crossed, just like scowling of what?
That's a story. That's an interesting story, I guess. I don't know.
Can we see that there's like a door at the back?
So what you can see in here, this passageway is 23 feet wide, and you can just about make out a door at the back. The two sort of walls inside are 7-foot high ledges.
Okay.
Goes from 23 to 16 to 9 feet tall.
Should we check out the camp just a little more before heading on?
Yeah, I want to check out the south side.
Alright, yeah, you guys do that.
I'm gonna offer a flask of wine to check the tent next to me.
Are you asking Flask of Wine too?
I will gesture towards if you desire.
He's going to come and investigate. I need to do a d6 for him.
Meanwhile, I see it all and I just shake my head.
Doesn't find anything.
Doesn't get bitten by a snake.
Nope.
What are those things?
What
Not a lot
are
of things.
those?
Oh,
What are those? Sorry.
Those might be, by the look of them, latrines.
right.
You found a pile of shit, congratulations.
Are you checking the latrines?
Do it. That's me saying that, not Meryl.
Do they seem to be still functional
That's
or
right.
also crumbling down?
Yeah.
If they have a seat with a hole in it, I guess they're functional.
Are you
Yeah.
checking? Are you checking them, Mercy?
Oh, I will.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Northernmost one there appears to be empty of everything. Doesn't have anything inside it.
Not even like. Okay. The other one.
Southernmost one, you actually notice, even just glancing inside, it smells a little bit, and you realise that's because there's a rotting corpse of a dead soldier inside this latrine.
Oh no, somebody stole their shit.
Appears to still be wearing a suit of scale mail.
I'm sorry. All I can think of is Jurassic Park.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
You can say I really
Not a
lost
good
this shit.
hiding place.
Never a good hiding place.
That's probably actually a genuine reference with what we just saw earlier.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a shit hiding place.
But
I
hate
just
to
Take
scare
1
Meryl.
point of psychic damage.
Actually, to be fair, no one needs scale mail?
The suit of scale mail appears to be ruined.
Oh, never mind then.
Mercy, you checking this building?
Yes, please.
This appears to be a burned out shrine, but you do still see a silver holy symbol of Torm hanging from a leather thong on the wall.
Right.
Angren, which deity do you follow?
Hello.
Oh, okay. The other
I'll
group
check-
that... Okay.
I'll check that tent.
Yeah, it appears to be damaged. That particular one looks to have been cut up by weapons during whatever happened here.
I see. Actually, I checked these 4 tents while I'm at it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, between all of them, they look like they've been ripped apart by weapons, claws. A bite mark in one of them?
Weapons, though.
Nah.
Did you say bite marks?
No, it couldn't be. Maybe.
I'd like to approach Mercy.
So not just undead. Things with weapons.
I mean, there were soldiers in the camp.
Yeah, but they wouldn't attack their tents.
They might have hit it in the fighting.
Mercy,
Yes.
you have a rather keen sense of everything. I don't suppose you've been able to tell what actually went down here from the tents or whatever tracks we can pick up.
Can I?
Make a survival check, please.
Can I assist? Because asking her doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The tracks, with all the rain that's been happening recently, as I note, the temperature's up to 38 degrees Celsius. With all the rain that's been going on, the tracks are mostly washed out, but you can see what appear to be the tracks of the undead. It seems like a major undead attack happened and the soldiers retreated to the river. And it looks like there's probably, by the looks of it, fighting throughout the whole camp as the retreat was ordered.
Looks like undead attack.
That's just what we said.
Well, gee, great, just great.
I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
mind going
sarcastic.
inside because there might be shade and also we'll be out of the rain.
What, you mean in there? I say as I point into the statue.
Yeah.
You gotta be
turn-
kidding, right?
I turn to the guides and ask, what is meant to be in there?
The stories don't say very much about this particular temple, apart from that it's said there is treasure inside for those who would pass the challenges and take it.
Challenges,
Let's go.
huh?
Alright, well, somebody
Challenges.
else lead.
Yeah, put behind the gun.
I very discreetly stealth my way in it.
I'll go
Okay.
last.
Wait a second, Lagotah.
Yes.
I want to check for traps. Did my mic pick that up?
Yes, I was waiting for the investigation.
Oh, I didn't know. I was hoping that maybe you would have said perception.
Investigation. It's always investigation.
I don't know. I just hope.
It is always investigation.
I mean, it's a good roll, so...
Yeah.
Are those, like, giant cobwebs in the way?
They're more hanging from the roof. Remember, this is 23 feet tall. Those are sort of hanging from the roof.
Okay.
Bear with me, I have to type something out.
Yep. We hope so for Sunday. For Thursday. Yeah, no, for Sunday.
Just put this inside. Oh,
Bear with you.
I point the trapdoor just inside the entrance, about 10 feet ahead of Lagotah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
right. I'm gonna go this way then.
Is it like there, or is it covering both sides? Oh, it's a big one.
Okay.
It's the entire corridor.
Can I attempt to... I mean, it's a trapdoor, so I suppose I'm gonna regret this.
I could possibly trigger it for you if you want to preemptively trigger it without us being in danger.
That
we-
would be
we can-
great.
We can try and trigger it by throwing a rock at it. Throw another rock.
Oh,
Sorry.
shut up.
Talia.
I will throw a rock at you if you say that again.
Oh, down to 2 viewers on the stream. Sad face.
Right, so I step up here and
There
I
we go.
cantrip Mage Hand and feel for some sort of activation plate.
You don't find anything.
Nothing?
Nope.
Try to lift it up at one of the edges.
I take that suggestion and I try to lift it up in one of the edges.
Mage Hand can't even find any perches to grab it from.
I'm gonna go grab a rock. Or some kind of debris that's kinda heavy. And
Okay.
Fine.
throw it on the area where it's supposedly trapped.
Where did
Ah,
Angren
okay.
disappear to?
Hmm?
Where did Angren disappear to?
He's down here.
Okay. It's like I couldn't find. There we go. Wonder where a second ago. Nothing seems to happen when you throw the rock.
Can I shoot an arrow to the door, please?
Sure.
Did I see any activation?
At the pit trap. And no, you did not see an activation mechanism.
Are you having hallucinations, Meiril?
No, it's definitely there. I'm sure. I can't seem to find any way to trigger it or to disarm it. If it's a pitfall trap, I'd probably stand the best.
Nonsense. I'm gonna grab the debris and pull it off of it. And then I'm gonna try and run across it.
Oh no.
Well, it's your call.
No,
Don't blame me if shit happens.
no, nothing happens. You make it across.
There's no
However,
trap. See?
no, you're fine. You are fine. Come on, dice.
I will gingerly take a step on.
The pit trap drops out beneath you.
Yeah, knew it. Called it.
But I'm much heavier than him.
Oh, god damn it. Give me a second.
Um,
There we go.
can I make a dex roll to
And
try and
Lagotah,
grab him?
Did you actually step there?
Yeah, so he could come
Can you
across.
make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes, I can. That's an 18 with my -1. I'm not proficient in those, right?
Okay. You do,
Yep.
however, still take 9 points of slashing damage.
Ow!
As two sets of blades, one behind you and one right where you are, swing out of the wall and slash you.
How much damage did I take?
Ow!
The full trap?
And Meiril, you drop 20 feet down and take 8 points of falling damage.
He doesn't get a dex save to try and not fall.
It's fine. I take nothing. I catch myself in my slow fall.
Monks, man.
I told you. I'm fine.
Hold on. Let me get this. So I pull out a rope out of my backpack and I throw it down and I was like, "Hey, Mercy, help me out with this, will you?"
As a note, there does now appear to be a small ledge around the edge of the pit trap.
I'm gonna scramble up.
Right. Still gonna need some sort of
And,
something to climb
and
on.
as a note, Miya, a blade swung and you managed to step out the way of it, but a blade also swung where you've now stepped to.
Is that like a glass or something?
That's a ledge.
It's a ledge.
There's a 7-foot tall stone ledge.
Alright.
Have you climbed back up, Meiril?
Yeah.
Can you make me a acrobatics check, please? Yeah, you can make it across the ledge perfectly fine.
Okay, I'm trying to see if there's like a
Show
this isn't Portal. If there's like a rhythm to the blades, or did they just show up one the other and that's it?
So, Meiril, you step across.
Oh, I swear to God.
Can both of you please make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
12.
25.
Meiril, 9 points of slashing damage. Lagotah, 18 points of slashing damage.
Ow!
Gosh.
Where's my evasion? Where's my evasion? Why don't I have evasion? God damn.
Because you're not high level enough. Okay, I'm gonna try and run and climb across that ledge. Athletics?
Another dex saving throw, please.
Fuck's sake.
How much damage did I take to begin with, and can I try to do?
It was 9 from the blade trap and... Did you
18.
roll me? Okay, that's another 9 points of slashing damage and athletics to climb up, please.
Yeah, I have a +6 to that, so 24.
Yes, you can
I have a
easily
pick.
make it up.
Right.
The area up here forms a... this is a 16-foot high terrace, the floor of which is tiled by a 4x4 pattern of squares. There's just enough room for you to stand at the top of the ledge without stepping on the tiles, but beyond that, the pattern covers the floor from wall to wall. Clear back to another 7-foot high ledge.
I am gonna use my second wind. Because-
Can I try to
Ow!
swinging traps, please?
So, what are you doing?
I'm using.
Hang on. Sorry,
sorry.
Mia, bear with me. I heard you saying second wind. I want to hear what Umbra's saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Disarming these traps.
Well, the pit trap has remained open. How does your disarm traps work?
The same way a rogue does it. I have thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools will not work for this.
What the f-
You have to jam one of the sides.
I got a crowbar.
Okay. Well, I mean, once identified, the trap can be jammed by hammering spikes or metal blades into the niches.
I have hammer and pittons.
Okay, can you make me, to jam the first bit of the trap, can you make me 4 strength checks? And Mercy, as this is going on, you kind of hear some giggling from the Tabaxi, and you hear them say, I wonder if we have to imitate Man and Crocodile to avoid getting murdered by the traps. Yeah, that is perfect, Meiril.
Holy
And
shit.
with a hard piece of work, you managed to hammer in the piton and jam the first blade.
But is this side still?
It goes north to south, basically. So it's
Okay, so
this
there's only
one is
2.
now blocked.
Okay.
And it now only does 3d8 slashing damage rather than 4d8.
Oh, it's
And
not
how
even
much
like
did you heal from the second wind there?
I healed 14 because I rolled a 10 on my d10.
Did you catch what I said, by the way, Manon?
Yep. What do you mean?
The story goes that man had to carry a crocodile on his back. And I was wondering if, to get past this, we might have to do the same thing.
Do you have a crocodile?
He kind of gives you that look of, think about it for a moment.
Right.
And Artsie just climbs onto Dragonbait's back.
Lagotah, do you think we should call it quits at this point while we're ahead?
I mean, I seem to be safe up here.
Come on, Mrs.
And you were told that there is treasure at the end of this.
Well,
Unless you guys don't want an infinite source of mayonnaise.
now you're talking my kind of language.
Come on, River
Okay, I'm
Mist
just-
Clybon.
Well, I was going to have River and Flask climb on each other's backs. Meiril, you can't find the purchase for your piton, and you don't manage to hammer it in correctly there.
Lagotah, a hand over here? I'm not the greatest at
That
this.
means coming back down.
Let me get out of the way for you. There we go.
I'm gonna. No, but I'm safe up here. Can I try from up here to jam the blades, or do I need to go back
no,
down?
you would need to be down there.
Fine. I'll climb back down.
Okay. As a note, you are passing through the one that hasn't been jammed.
I'm gonna jump. Okay, I'm gonna jump over there, so
Dexterity
above
save,
the
please.
things.
Dexterity save, please.
Don't fall into the pit again.
17.
That is enough. You take half damage. You take what's the average of 3d8? I think you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Great. Half of my second wind was useless. And I'm gonna make 4 strength checks.
Yep.
So.
It's almost as if none of these traps can be triggered by people imitating man and crocodile.
17, natural 20, 18, 14.
Okay, yeah, you managed to jam the second trap.
I'll say that was one of my pittons as well.
Oh, I think I have. No, you maybe not. Climb up on my back. Apparently, that's how we're supposed to do this.
Okay, then. I hoik myself up onto her back, feeling weird.
I mean, I can climb on your back, but it's
Oh,
not
no,
going to be
I'm-
the best idea.
Quite right, so.
Mercy, shall we?
Clybon?
This is gonna be so awkward.
And Angren, the priest offers for you to climb up on her back.
Well, you are the shorter of the two, so I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
No offense.
was wondering how long. I was wondering how many traps to let you guys trigger before the NPCs went.
I mean, ouch. Oh. Great, my internet is doing the thing again.